In the quiet corners of the Great North, a storm is silently brewing, casting a shadow over the dreams of many Canadians, the unaffordable housing market. Amidst the economic tempest, a prevailing narrative suggests that political elites are orchestrating a deliberate campaign to render home ownership an elusive dream, advocating instead for a populace consigned to perpetual renting. As the nation grapples with this orchestrated perfect storm, it finds itself ensnared in a housing crisis that threatens to redefine the very fabric of Canadian life. To begin with, inflation has emerged as a relentless force, gnawing away at the purchasing power of citizens. Over the last year, the Consumer Price Index for all items in Canada increased by 3.7%, according to Statistics Canada. Housing costs have been at the forefront of this inflationary surge, outpacing wage growth and making the dream of homeownership an elusive pursuit for many. The dilemma deepens when one examines the disparity between nominal and real wages. While nominal wages may have experienced a gradual increase over the last several decades, the real value of those dollars, their purchasing power, tells a more ominous tale. In economic terms, nominal wages represent the actual dollar amount earned, but real wages account for inflation, reflecting what those dollars can buy. If real wages do not keep pace with inflation, individuals may find themselves earning more on paper, but struggling to afford the same standard of living. In essence, the gap between nominal and real wages paints a stark picture of eroding economic power. Canada's doors have swung open to increased immigration, adding to the demand for housing. A burgeoning population, coupled with the inflationary storm, has led to an acute shortage of affordable housing. According to the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, CMHC, the country is experiencing a shortage of 1.8 million homes, and this gap is driving housing prices to unprecedented levels. The surge in immigration has exacerbated the housing crisis. The influx of new residents has intensified the competition for available housing units, further straining the already stretched market. This heightened demand has led to bidding wars and a disproportionate increase in housing prices, particularly in major urban centers. In addition to immigration, the role of foreign buyers looms large in the housing dilemma. Drawn by the allure of Canada's stable economy, international investors are entering the market as powerful contenders, further distorting the balance. The competition from foreign investors is contributing to skyrocketing prices, particularly in cities like Toronto and Vancouver, where the cost of real estate has become exorbitant and beyond the reach of many local residents. Foreign students have also become a significant factor, taking up a substantial portion of the available rental spaces. The influx of students, often coming from overseas, is contributing to the scarcity of rental properties. This increased demand for rental units is driving up rental costs in cities where living expenses are already soaring. In cities like Vancouver, the cost to rent has reached staggering heights. According to a recent report by PadMapper, the median rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Vancouver is now $2,300, and for a two-bedroom apartment, it's $3,160. Vancouver consistently ranks among the most expensive rental markets in Canada, putting immense strain on residents who are grappling with the unrelenting rise in living costs. The repercussions of this crisis extend beyond the financial burden on individuals. Homeownership, once a cornerstone of the Canadian dream, is slipping away for many. The real estate market has become a realm of the privileged few, creating a stark divide between those who can afford the escalating costs and those left grappling with the consequences of unaffordability. As the nation grapples with this housing tempest, one cannot overlook the role of government policies, or the lack thereof. The Canadian government's attempts to curb the crisis have, regrettably, fallen short. Policies aimed at cooling the housing market have struggled to address the root causes, and the consequences of this failure are becoming increasingly apparent. In conclusion, Canada finds itself at a crossroads, a nation grappling with a housing market that is both a symptom and a cause of broader economic challenges. The storm of unaffordability looms large, and its consequences are reverberating through the lives of everyday Canadians. As policymakers and citizens alike navigate these uncharted waters, the hope for a brighter, more affordable housing future remains elusive. The widening gap between nominal and real wages serves as a chilling reminder that economic growth, in the absence of equitable wealth distribution, may only be an illusion for many.